All right, so let's look at this question. They are saying a vector whose length is 7 and which is perpendicular to each of the vectors b and c. Okay, so we are finding a vector whose length should be 7 and that vector should be perpendicular to the two given vectors. So how did we say we should find this? Okay, so whenever you see a vector perpendicular to two vectors, just know that they're asking you to find the what? The cross product. Okay, so we're just finding the cross product there of b and c. So we are going to say, okay, cross product of b cross c is equals to, okay, so our first row there, you put your I, your J, and your K, okay, and then here we are going to put 2 minus 3, and then 5, and then here we are going to put 1 minus 1. Okay, so I'm getting these numbers from the vectors that have been given here and there. Okay, so let's find the cross product here. So this one, the first one, we are cancelling the first column. Okay, we're cancelling the first column, which is this guy, and the first row there. Okay, so we are going to say I, and then in the brackets we are going to remain with minus 3, 1, 5, and then minus 1. Then we are going to say minus j. Okay, so if we cancel out the second column here and the first row, we're going to remain with 2, 1, 5, and then minus 1. Okay, and then we say plus k, and then we cancel out the third column here and the first row, so it means we are remaining with what? We're remaining with 2, 1, and then minus 3, 1, like this. Okay, and then from there we can calculate our cross product. Okay, so we are going to say this is equals to I, okay, here to be minus 3 multiplied by minus 3. It's going to give me what? A positive 3. And then minus 1 multiplied by 5, it will be 5. Minus j, then here to be 2 multiplied by minus 1, which will just be minus 2, then minus 5, then plus k. Here you have 2 multiplied by 1, which will just be what? 2, and then minus, here you have 1 minus 3. Okay, so that 1 minus 3 to be a minus, multiplied by this minus, we are going to get a positive 3 there. Okay, so it means our final answer here is our cross product will just be minus 2i. Okay, here in the brackets we are going to get minus 7 plus this minus, we are going to get plus 7j. Okay, and then plus 5k. So this here is our what? Cross product. Okay, so remember our aim is to find a vector. Okay, is to find a vector that has length 7 and is perpendicular to both of these. So first of all, we've calculated a vector that is perpendicular to what? To vector b and vector c. So how are we going to make that vector to have a length of 7? We're just going to find first of all the unit vector of this b cross c, okay, and then that unit vector we're just going to multiply it by 7. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so for us to find the unit vector of this, we have to find the magnitude. So let's find the magnitude there. Okay, so let's clean up the top part here and then we find the magnitude of that cross product that we are from finding. Okay, so the magnitude there, so the magnitude of b cross c, put it in bars like that, is going to be equals to the root, okay, of minus 2 squared plus 7 squared plus 5 squared. Okay, so this is what we have here. So there it will be 4. Okay, when you square it, it will be 4 plus The square of 7 is 49 plus the square of 5 is 25. So you have 4 plus 49 plus 25, which will give you what? Root of 78. So we have root of 78 here. Okay, so it means the unit vector of B cross C will just be this same vector divided by what? Root of 78. Okay, so this is the unit vector of B cross C. But remember, our aim is to find another vector that has then 7. So we know that this unit vector here, always guys, the unit vector, when you find the magnitude of this vector, you are going to have 1. Okay, so in order to make this unit vector have a magnitude of 7, we are just going to multiply this unit vector by 7. Okay, so the vector that we are looking for, we're just going to multiply that unit vector of B cross C by 7. Okay, so we can name the new vector as vector D is going to be equals to 7 multiplied by the unit vector here. So it will be minus 2i plus 7j, okay, and then plus 5k, and then we are dividing all this by the root of what? 78. Okay, by the root of 78 there. Let me write it properly. Okay, so root of 78, like that. Okay, so you can choose to expand that 7 into whatever we have on top there. Okay, so it will be minus 14i. 7 multiplied by 7, it will be 49j. Okay, and then plus 7 multiplied by 5, you're going to get 35k. Okay, and then you divide all that by the root of 78. So this here, guys, is the vector that will be perpendicular to both vector C and vector B, and it also have a magnitude of what? 7. Okay, so that's it for this question.